Going through your Saturn return and having Saturn rule basically all of your chart is a very weird experience. While I'm simultaneously figuring out that the world is not going to stop, you just either have to do it tired or you figure out something else. Well, I'm also figuring out what I don't have time for with that work. I'm figuring out more about the positions that I've asked to be in and the things I'm about to go and do, while I'm also figuring out what I want my personal life to look like, both on a friendship level and on a more intimate, you know what I mean, kind of level. First time Saturn was direct in my chart was over the solstice in summer of 2025. Final time in this return that Saturn is direct on my Saturn was in between both of the eclipses we just had. So I've had these major, just huge life upheaval transformation position. Really grateful for that. I can tell there's still more to do. Obviously, I'm not out of the Saturn return quite yet, which I'm grateful for. Saturn's at home in Aries. My Saturn is in Aries. I have things to do. Let me get them done easily, as easy as it can be. And as fruitful as it can be too. True. But I'm just realizing so much about every single part of my life. I'm picking up new projects. I'm looking at work differently. I'm starting to get back to who I am as a person. While also my life is very full now and I just do not have the time for all of it all the time. I'm grateful that I've gotten over my people pleaser. Oh, I have to do it because whatever. I'm grateful that I've done a lot of healing work so that I don't unhealthily accommodate other people with my schedules these days, because if I did that, I would be extra doubly screwed, way more than I already am. Which I'm not saying that I'm totally screwed, but I am looking at my list of things to do, realizing that it's what? LOL. Is it LOL? I haven't figured out yet. I'm definitely in the ride though. I decided on a life, I earned it, and now I'm here and I have to keep the work up. But yeah, there's been a lot of just weird realizations post-eclipse, Saturn return related. I'm grateful for what has been, grateful for what I can do. I think today is honestly just one of the days where because yesterday I felt like a superhero. I was I literally can do all of it. I woke up today and I was I might be a superhero, but I also need to sleep. It's good, right? Okay. And the remembrance of being human, thank goodness, will always keep me earth side, keep me humble, keep me grounded, keep me discerning, keep me learning. It will always keep me in my body. I will never ever have complaints about those kinds of lessons because they are always protective. Always. And if you listen far enough to them, they can help you advance in a lot of things too. Anyways, gratitude, reverence, and love to you. If you're going through your Saturn return and or have started and or you have a Saturn in Aries but your Saturn return has not started yet, people sometimes ask in these videos that I've been doing in this series how to track your Saturn return. It's 10 degrees on either side of your Saturn placement. That's the super specifics, okay? You can still look at the Saturn sign that you have and the Saturn sign that Saturn is in the sky, but 10 degrees on either side of your Saturn. That's the specification, the specificity of it. I'm just really ready to go. I feel like one of the huge things now that I've started to end the video, I have more to say, Jesus. So I'll say it. But I think one of the things that I've been realizing over the Saturn return is I've been grieving the first 30-ish almost years of my life. Realizing everything that's happened, why it was so hard. I literally had the realization the other day of just how hard things really have been. And just because they're hard doesn't mean that I have to do them because I'm capable of doing hard stuff. I'm someone who is very capable of doing things that are very complicated, very dynamic, and have a lot of pressure involved with them. Thank God. I'm so grateful that is a skill that I was literally just given at birth. I have always functioned like that, thankfully. But to realize how hard some of the situations I have been in have been, and to realize that I will not probably ever have to be in a situation like that ever again, thankfully, while also realizing that it shouldn't have been that way in the first place. And just because something is hard doesn't mean that I should have to go and conquer it or accomplish it. I don't know if I like that word for right there, but we'll keep the clip, okay? And simultaneously realizing that I was kind of built under all of that pressure to do some really weird stuff. My dreams are weird. I still have dreams, even though I've accomplished other dreams already. It just feels like this weird moment of the world is never going to stop turning. So if you want to keep earning stuff, you have to go take it for yourself. And there's a part of me, still a tiny little part of me. I've worked through a lot of this, but there's a tiny little part of me who is tired and is do we have to? Do we have to? No, we don't have to, but you know what? I got this far. You think I'm just gonna quit? I got this far. You think I'm gonna sit down and shut up? Do you realize how loud I am? Okay, let's be so for real about this. I fought tooth and nail for like basically 30 years, minus maybe like a couple of my childhood years, to get out of hard situations over and over and over again. You think I did all of that just to sit down and watch the cookie fucking crumble? You're insane. I'm not doing that. So the part of me that is a little tired, I'm still working with her and understanding her and letting her rest when she needs it. I also feel much more determined these days to make it shake, you know? So again, gratitude represent love to you. Keep up the brew you need to do. I will too. If you're scared about your Saturn return, don't be. If you are thinking about it and you are preparing and you are planning, you don't have a reason to be scared. Ride the ride, decide stuff, be in your power, do what you feel like is necessary, but there's not a lot of reason to fear this. It's a great transformation process. And I feel like after going through the 3 different peaks of Saturn crossing my Saturn in my chart, I sort of am looking at other people who had talked about how horrible and hard the Saturn return is. And I want to know what lessons didn't they learn? I want to know. Can you show me? Really though, I want to know, because I feel like, because I work with people sometimes, this is not a space of judgment, okay? This is a space of, I just really want to know, because I feel like, yeah, it was hard in the middle of a lot of the lessons, but you pick it up and you handle it and you keep moving. Maybe that's my Saturn and Aries talking though. Kinda honestly, that makes sense. Anyways, though, like you just pick it up, you keep moving, things get easier. And then, you know, there's another hard thing that happens. Okay, well, this is here to teach me something. I'll pick it up, I'll do what I need to do with it, and I'll keep moving. The Saturn return, while there have been hard lessons, has been the easiest years of my life. So if you're scared about your Saturn return and you have been preparing and you've been looking at it and making sure that you're cleaning up messes and taking accountability and whatever, learning your lessons like you need to, don't listen to the propaganda, okay? It's a little bit of BS. Saturn is always hard. It doesn't matter what time of life we're looking at. Granted, some positions are a little bit more difficult than others, but these have been the easiest years of my life. Again, minus like some of my childhood years that quite frankly, I don't remember a lot of. So if it makes you feel any better, now you know. And I'll talk to you soon. How many times have I dragged this video on? A couple. Anyways, okay, gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep up the brew you need to do. I will too. I'll talk to you soon. And we'll reconvene then. Okay, team? Yeah.